What's up, you fine, beautiful motherfuckers? It's Frankie Finn here. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box. I've also built, since 2007, 3 different agencies up to, 100 plus simultaneous clients. And I've also helped hundreds of people around the world, mentored and coached and all that cool stuff to live the agency beach kind of laptop lifestyle. And this is so important for you guys, which is being strategic. I feel like probably 90 to 99% of agencies in our space are just like simply not strategic enough, and as a result they work way too hard at the whole process. And I want you guys to see that there's a couple little tweaks of thinking 2 and 3 moves in advance, how you can massively profit. So let's get into how to do that. So it's always good when we have videos where you guys end up making a bunch of monies. I got the kiddos down here. We're at the park playing with mommy, riding the bike. I'm talking to you fine folks. And man, I had a mentor say this to me, and if it really sinks in for you, you'll understand how powerful this thinking is in your agency. Is he said, when you think about the game of checkers, it's not really a super strategic game. Like, you can move left or right. I guess if you get to the end, you can come backwards and like jump. But for the most part, it's a left-right. It's like a pretty simple game. You compare that to chess. The best chess players in the world are sometimes thinking more than 10 moves in advance. They're thinking, if I do that, the person's probably going to do that. If they do that, I'll do that. And figuring out how to like plan like 2, 3, 4, 5 moves in advance. And I'll tell you, not enough people do this in our agency space, and I'll tell you where I see this the most is the subject of risk. People will say to me, I need to be paid for the work I'm going to do. And I know that sounds logical and reasonable, but if you want to make some big deals and make big movements, you're probably going to have to do some prove-it deals. And I'll tell you, there's nowhere this comes up more than white labeling. White labeling is like, I used to, for example, my first SEO agency, all of my business, I should say, like 95% of it was white label. So I would go to web designers who didn't do SEO, and I'd say, hey, do you want to offer SEO to your clients? I'd be really valuable, but do you think they were ready to just turn over their whole client roster to me? Oh, you just talked to me. Here you go. Here's 100 clients. No! They would say, why don't you prove it to me first? Now, if you're a tactical thinker, as most people are, you say, well, I got to be paid for my shit, motherfucker. I gotta be paid. You ain't all that in a bag of potato chips. And my kids are being little fuckers fighting about their bike. I want no help, but I'm upset. So if you insist on like, hey, I did this and I'm gonna do that and I won't take on any risk, and you ignore the strategic benefit of aligning with people who have endless sources of your deals, you'll miss the fact that here's what I did. I said, move the pawn in place and said, I'll just give me one client, I'll charge you next to nothing, and I'll rock their world. And if you like that, we can do more, and if you don't, we don't have to do anything else. And a very low risk, low trial. I think I said, like, give me 30 days, like not a giant commitment. Give me 1 month. We'll see if we can't move them in the Google. Of course, you choose that client strategically. And what ends up happening if you do this right, then suddenly you move the needle for them and they go, holy shit, I'd like to send you a whole bunch more. And so I've had this go from like 0 to 100 clients in like between 3 and 6 months. I can't tell you exactly when, because I wasn't like, super actively measuring it, but like almost to the point where you're signing a new client every single day and having to scale teams and infrastructure. I hear my Zelda bee crying, by the way. Those of you guys who are parents will like totally understand. But here's the deal with that, right? Like, if you can think 2, 3, 4, 5 moves in advance, and I'll tell you another place that not enough people are strategic, is in the client experience you create. So that means when a client comes on board, you should already know, excuse me, how you're going to wow them. How you're going to make them look cool. Rocking the wolf shirt, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see that. In Mexico, and you can tell you're in Mexico, it's a beat up pickup truck playing crappy Mexican music. And so what ends up happening is when a client comes on board, you should already know what you're going to do. So I was talking to a really smart agency owner named Josh Nelson. He also coaches some other people, and he showed me his welcome package, and it was like one of the coolest welcome packages I've ever seen in my life. So he already knows what welcome package he's going to send. He already knows what testimonials he's going to send. He already has his communication scripted in advance. So it's a scripted, organized, like, wow customer experience. I just joined, by the way. Somebody recommended a software called Bonjoro, Bonjoro. So I gave it a try. And the idea is you can send customized little welcome videos and things like that, or little customized messages to people in their inbox, and they receive a little video and they can click on it and play it. So I decided to opt in for it. I just opted in for the free version, and I got a message from a dude named Casey, and it was a personalized message about a minute long. Said, hey Frankie, I see you got this business and this blah blah blah. Really excited to have you. If you want to book a time below, I'm happy to walk you through all the different uses. Just really curious out of here. Are you planning on using this for yourself or for other, or are you using this for your clients? We have a lot of people in the agency space who are using this software, and we think it's really cool. And by the way, here's a book I recommend that's really, really cool. And I was like, God damn, right? Like, I just signed up for the software. How many times in your life, by the way, have you signed up for a software for a trial and got a personalized message from the people who own and run the software? Pretty much fucking never, right? So I think that deserves a cutscene. Woo! 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 Oh, my Zelda Bee's all upset. I think I'm gonna have to go parent a little here. But here's the deal, right? So the more you can think about strategically thinking about 2, 3, 4, 5 moves in advance, everything you do will become much more calculated, and you'll run a better agency. I'll tell you, where I see this the most is people are just churning and burning through clients in our industry, creating bad experiences, delivering bad services, and what it creates is this huge opportunity for you to actually be able to retain clients. There's something magical about when you create amazing experiences for clients and you wake up each month with client payments coming in even before you start, because you've retained people who are going to pay you for a long, long time. And so much of that comes out of strategic thinking a couple of moves in advance. So I hope that's helpful to you guys out there in YouTube land. And that's all I got for you guys in this video. May the force be with you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe.